Sman negeri Aman Batara as the protein and Sman se-Kapan as the contractive. Please. The first chance is given to the first speaker from the pro team. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, honorable educators. Good afternoon, time speaker and moderator, and all teacher English and all teacher debate participants. We are from SMA Negeri 1 Aman Batara. I am Putri Apranti Sman as the first speaker, and my friends Herman Kause as the second speaker, and my friend Sela Kase as the third speaker.
Are you ready, team?
Ready.
Are you ready, team?
Ready.
Are you ready, team?
Ready.
We will win.
We will win. Now, I would like to give our mission today. Our mission today is this house believes that COVID-19 pandemic brings many positive impacts on the teaching and learning. The definition of mission: COVID-19 pandemic is the disease caused by a new strain of coronavirus. Impact is effect in or inflation. Number three, teaching and learning is the interaction between teacher and student who are trying to transmit knowledge and content to student. From the mission, we will give our team life. We as the professional team absolutely agree that COVID-19 pandemic brings many positive impact on the teaching and learning. Then our parameter is that we just talk about the positive impact on teaching and learning in Indonesia. Next, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give my argument from individual perspective. COVID-19 pandemic has changed the world of education, starting from the learning process that usually carried out in classroom, face-to-face learning online. In the new normal era, we began to do our normal activity, but to protect ourselves from the virus, some school apply online system or online learning. So the point is technology. The impact of COVID led to the transformation of education. The government has implemented an online learning system, which of course requires educational institution, teacher, student, meetings, and even with the development of technology.
You agree?
Yes.
You talking about the technology, but I think how you're meant to if the student have home in the street area, for example, the street area are left behind, outbound and front. So I think if the student have the system, what if you do? Thank you very much.
activity?
I say in my point, what if you do if the student has a home in the treaty area and the treaty area is left behind, outmouth and from? What if you do if the student not have networking system because the student in this treaty area or treaty?
The internet is not only used by students as means of entertainment or playing social.
POI, finish. Please continue.
The use of online platforms such as Google Classroom, Zoom, virtual learning, environment, and social media, and various groups forum like Telegram, Messenger, WhatsApp are explored and tried for teaching and learning for the first time to continue education. Based on my friends' experience, my friends enjoy the group forum like WhatsApp and Messenger, so my friends know how to ask the application in positive way. So we can see that this pandemic brings many positive impact for students and teachers in using new technology. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's enough for my arguments. I will be continued by the second slide speaker.
You still have time. You still have time. It's enough. Okay, let's go to the first speaker from the opposition team. Time is yours.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. First of all, let me introduce our team on this event. My name is Aditoto. I'm the first speaker of this event. And in my right side is Maria Serra. She is the second speaker and also a first speaker. And then in my right side too is Yongsan Amatan. He is the third speaker. We are from Kristen Kapan Senior High School, and thank you very much. Let me to shows our Kristen Kapan Senior School, the first, the best, the champion. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time giving to me. I'm the first speaker on my team. And our motion, we strongly don't agree that COVID-19 has many positive impacts, especially the fact of education. But it can also cause negative impact due to this pandemic because threat of dropping out of school, children or students are at risk of dropping out of school because they are facing to work to help the family demanding economy. What this means is if the student not going to school and the student only stay at home, the student can have money. And I think we have the proof from the www.compas.com. Have the children, and the children have named Fadil, and in December 2020 fathers can go to school because the school is closed, and father can find money to help their family. So I think this is very, very good because father not going to school and the father not follow the activity in school because the school is closed. The second is the certain learning assessment. The education offers found difference in access and evaluation during distance learning. Not only quality and access, but also the level of education has specific problems, says most of the society on there. The third is without school, children or students have the potential to become victims of domestic violence that are not detected by teacher. For example, information data on child violence in the family environment in the province of East Nusa Tenggara on 2019 says there are 3 categories of violence.
PY, please.
Yes, please.
What can COVID-19 in pandemic for you support your learning process at home?
Can you say it?
Can COVID-19 in pandemic for you support your learning process at home?
I don't understand what you mean about that. So I'm just talking about this, like the data from in 2019 in the East Nusa Tenggara state for states are 3 categories of violence. I'm not talking about that.
Please continue. Please continue your speech.
The fourth is limited internet quota as a support facility for kindergarten due to economic factors and so on. The fifth is children lost learning or learning loss due to network factors that do not support students to carry out learning activities online. The fifth is the sixth is the child does not socialize enough because the child is only confined at home. As a result, the child has limited social contact. What this means is, if the students stay at home, they can go and doing activity in outside. For example, they are staying in their homes, and the student just work their task. All subjects, for example, the math and English, the student only has stay at home, and the student not going to outside and playing with their friend and doing another activity. So I think this is not good for the children because the children not have social contact for another person or their friends. And we strongly agree that COVID-19 has many positive impacts, especially in the field of education, but it can also cause negative impact due to this pandemic. Because
PY stop.
threat of the dropping out of school, children or students are at risk of dropping out of school because they are forced to work school, because they are forced to work to help their family learning economy. And then, without school, children or students have the potential to become victims of domestic violence that are inflicted by the teacher. For example, have many problems in East Nusa Tenggara in 2019 years ago, have many crime, and for example, are 3 categories of violence. That is 12 29 cases, 8 cases of neglected children, and 5 cases of children under 5. Thank you very much.
You still have time? So, okay, that's all. Thank you very much, and let's go to the second speaker from the proposition team. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, and honorable and industrial moderator and theme speaker and audience. I'm the second speaker of the proposition team. My argument is my online learning of commercial prepare. As the result of the COVID-19, my online learning program the death of occurring have made a learning of the office. For example, Google Meets, Ruang Zoom meeting, and Quanta. Number of the first online articles. Free online pieces of the growing in the midst of the COVID pandemic 19 social against. Providing first online pieces of the example Ruang Guru and Jelius. Number 3, GNF of the unlimited creativity. The COVID-19 pandemic has bring up the intelligence of the children race tree to the experiment to first. New and creative brains of the learning process so get a student. Do not agree, but of the calculation of the needs of the pandemic. Number 4, collaboration with parents. Dalam pandemic, parents played active risk on the spending per have time study at home that is the really important activity of parents. This has about a strong negative behavior against parents and also parents of the student than over before.
Feel like time, please?
Feel like this?
No thanks. The internet as a secret field of the positive information. Technology generally parents the COVID-19 no thanks. The of the interpretation of education, which of the study in the
Feel like this?
yes please.
You thought about the platform that can support us for doing the online teaching and learning activities like the Guru and Kapan. But how if the students don't have the media for support them for follow the online teaching and learning activities? And if they have media for doing, how is that they don't have the quota? How is they don't have the quota? Like as we know, the government has supported us with the 10 gigabyte quota. But not all students agree, but not all do that. This is the support by the government. So my ask is how and what is your argument about it?
Okay, the student or the ruang guru of the people and the place of the online learning program of place or get the learning or activity the complete.
I'm sorry that you don't my mind.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My point is how is the student don't have the media or the quota for follow the online teaching and learning activities?
student with the Wi-Fi and the rental computer, which of the mic, the tugas, which of the.
I'm sorry, but as you know, in this situation, not all parents of the students have to work for give their children money for due to the rental or other media education for them. So how if don't they have money for pay the rental?
Your time finished.
Okay, which the parents and family parents of the activity of the spending time, the study at home, or which the time really important for the parents of the education. The technology impact of the COVID-19 less of the improvement of the education. With about a strong communication before parents and also parents of the student than ever. And then the internet as part of the positive impact, the positive impact in information. Thank you very much. That's all.
So,
Yes.
okay, thank you. Let's move to the second speaker from the opposition team. Time is yours.
Thank you very much for the time that's given to me. As the second speaker in our team, I will add our argument about our disagreement with this motion today. Before I give my argument, I want to rebut the argument from the second speaker of the pro-opposition team. Like you told that we have an idea for run the online teaching and learning activities, but as you know, Indonesia has three areas. That is the underdeveloped, frontier, and overlooked areas. That in Indonesia, this place is the areas that far from the capital province. So the place will not have reached the support from the government. So I think that I don't agree with your opinion about the media that can support the online teaching and learning process, because not all students have the media and go down for follow the online teaching and learning process. I will give our argument. With the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the government is taking various ways to minimize its spread. One of them is by including face-to-face teaching and learning process in school. This, of course, has many negative impact on the world of education. If the school is closed, it does not play to their duties as students. The learning system, which was originally implemented face-to-face in the classroom, is now transferred to using online learning media, which of course requires students and parents prepare supporting tools so that they can continue to follow lessons such as the usual. The first problem that given by this pandemic COVID-19 is in this policy that not all students and people parents can even understand how to use online learning
Time for POI.
media or students and parents who have sufficient funds to
POI, please.
Yes, please.
I wonder if you call to give us the real question of or my argument. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't get your mind.
I wonder if you call to give us the real clarification of your my argument.
Can you repeat? You told that you're my argument. I don't get what's your mind. This matter occurs a complaint from many parents because it causes them to have to sell some of their valuable assets to buy those learning materials. Right now, in this situation, many parents of the students lost their job because of the situation. And if the students want to follow the online teaching and learning activities, they must have the media for sure. And how if they don't have the media? Automatically, the parents must sell their valuables or their assets for their children to keep following the online teaching and learning activities. And if we force the parents of the students for all the students need to follow online teaching and learning activities, it will bring us to the criminal cases for all our needs to online teaching and learning activities. Not infrequently, we also encounter children and teenagers who find it difficult to sell or work to raise money to buy Android phones for online school. This, of course, causes many students to feel depressed when the pressure to suicide because they cannot stand this new learning system. As you know, the situation, our teaching and learning activities, the teachers give me so many situations and so many materials for the study at home. And when we receive so many tests or so many questions, and we cannot find that, automatically we will depress for doing it. And it can bring us to do something bad things, such as suicide. This, of course, will further address the mental condition of the students because they are directly with the new learning system and adapt with source of barriers. So we still don't agree with this pandemic because this pandemic brings so many negative impacts for our teaching and learning activities. As you know, we have run the online teaching and learning activities by face-to-face at school so many times. And during this pandemic, we need so many times for adapt. And I think with this pandemic, we just want our time for adapt this month. Let's master the technology, and not all students can have the media for they run the online teaching and learning activities. According to Lomba Debat Bahasa Inggris 2005, academic stress occurs when students get pressure in the academic field. One of which is because the rest of so many tests that he has to complete in Sman and 2020. One of the factors that causes students to become depressed is less maximal and slow process of students' adjustment to the system new learning that did occur at this rapid pace. According to survey 2012, a person who has not adjusted himself to various fields of burden academic that he faced will make him starter and experience academic stress in Kusuma and all 2010. Students who have just graduated from this are most vulnerable to failing elementary school to junior high school as well as from middle school first to high school. It is also felt by new students because they are not only experiencing change in the learning system but also in stable level education. According to Asari, when students experience displacement level of school, then they will experience a handout, talk, or go or condition where a person experiences a shift from the status of the oldest and respected student in school and of being a new student who is at the lowest level and must respect people who are above it. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Second Speaker of Opposition Team. This is the last time, but if there is no more answer, so thank you. Okay, your time is up. And then we come to the next speaker, the second speaker from the pro-opposition team. You have some 8 minutes to deliver your arguments. Okay? The time start now.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the new speaker from the opposition team. I will review my team argument and give examples. But before that, I would like to review what the previous speaker. We said that the COVID-19 brings many negative impacts. But I think with COVID-19 pandemic, students can involve parents in learning and more time with family. Coming back to what my partner had is saying just now, the COVID-19 pandemic has changed the world of education, starting from the learning process that is usually carried out in classroom, face-to-face learning online. In the normal era, we begin to do our normal activity, but to protect ourselves from the virus. Some school have online system or online learning. So the point is technology, the impact of COVID to the online learning system, which of course recruit educational in the institution, teacher, student, and even with the development of technology. The use of online platforms such as Google Classroom, Zoom, WhatsApp are explored and great for teaching and learning from the first time to continue education. Based on my experience, can join to group forum like WhatsApp and Messenger, so I know what to use the application in a positive way. So we can see that this pandemic brings many positive impacts for students and teachers. Yes, using new technology. So thanks. As many online learning applications.
Microphone, please. Use your microphone.
You talk about the online learning, but if the student can have a video to support the online learning, what can have?
Pakai mic-nya.
You talk about the online learning, but the student if cannot media to support the online learning.
But my experience is not as you see.
What do you mean?
But what I experience is not as you see.
My point is, if the student cannot have media to support the online learning, what they have?
use media government, Zoom meeting, and
it is platform for community. For example, like cell phones, laptop, and computer.
we use
Your lights off. You may continue, Rahman, the third speaker.
money online learning and application operate as of the course like money online learning program platforms have modern learning and more activities from example Google Meet, Zoom, Meeting, and Great. Number of friends online courses. The online courses are growing in the midst of the COVID pandemic. 19 many tutorial areas profit in online course. For example, the
Excuse me, your hand is up.
strategy.
Okay, thank you, third speaker. And then we come to the third speaker of the opposition team. 8 minutes to go.
As a speaker, I want to support the team argument. With this COVID-19 pandemic, it did not have a positive impact on the learning process. Because during this pandemic, schools were required not to carry out the lack of face-to-face teaching and learning activities to avoid crowds so as not to be infected by COVID-19. Therefore, the learning process uses an online system which is very difficult for students who do not have a means to support teaching and learning activities. For example, cell phones, computer, laptop, and others. Besides that, if we use an online system in the teaching and learning process, we think that this process is inefficient due to several obstacles, such as poor network constraints, difficulty finding process to access the internet because it is carried out over a long period of time. The COVID-19 pandemic that we are now experiencing has absolutely no positive impact on teaching and learning activity. Especially, students are dealing with dropping out of school because they have to have their family economy. The current pandemic situation makes it difficult for parents to provide additional costs to meet family needs. This is what causes this child focus on the learning and help their parents work to earn money. In order to fulfill his daily needs, if he keeps helping the student, will not focus on the learning. The fifth factor is
Feel like this.
yes.
When you students don't have a helper or laptop.
Turunkan maskernya supaya maskernya dibuka waktu bicara supaya jelas.
If you ask about that, it seems you need a eliminate our motion. Eric Alvarez.
Okay, you may continue if there is
The
no
fifth
more.
factor is environment where the students are. Who normally learn in school, the student classroom now have to study at home with various kind of condition there. That also matters is the condition of other family members of the English. From the various activities that occur in the house with classes concentration, students become different. According to Warner in 2010, student learning activities start to noise will cause students to be difficult to understand the material he is studying. Think to get any because of this concentration becomes instrument and his body of material will also distract. Because he could not fully concentrate in listening to the material he was in. That's all I think.
Okay, third speaker. Okay, thank you, third speaker. Okay, we come to the last part of the session. It's time for a reply speaker, closing statement. We start from the opposition team to give your closing statement. Your time.
Thank you very much for the time that's given to me. As the relay speaker, I will give our relay speech for our conclusion about our argument. As the opposition team, we still not agree with this motion that the commitment bring many positive impacts for teaching and learning activities. Because in our argument, the pandemic of COVID-19 brings so many bad impacts for our teaching and learning activities. For the first, prolonging this policy that non students and people parents don't even understand how to use online learning media, all students and parents who have sufficient funds to provide the equipment. As we know, if the parents of the students don't understand how to use the media, automatically they cannot control their children or follow the online media because they don't understand what is the function of the media and they will not control their children. The second, with the online teaching and learning process, students potentially to be depressed and they can be sufficient because in online teaching and learning process, we receive so many tests and so many materials from the teacher. With that, if the student cannot finally their task or cannot understand the material, they will feel depressed. And with this, it can potentially the students to self-issue. This occurs cause many students to feel depressed, even the patient, the session, because they cannot stand this real learning system. This occurs will further aggravate the mental condition of the students because they are daily faced with a new learning system and then with years of variance. For the third of dropping out of school, children or students are risk of dropping out of school because they are forced to work to help the families, the mainly economic. As we know, in our situation right now with the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, some parents of the students lost their work. So with their children that always keep in their home and not do activities in the school, it will potentially.
Okay,
That's all. Thank you.
thank you, reply speaker. And then we come to the proposition team. Your time is.
Now, I would like to deliver our reply speech from proposition team. First, pandemic brings positive impact for students and teachers in using new technology. School apply online system or learning, so the impact of the COVID lead to the transformation of education. There are opportunities for cooperation, creative solution, and willingness to learn from others and try new tools as teachers, students, and parents. Online learning has provided the opportunity to teach and learn in innovative ways, unlike the teaching and learning experience in the normal classroom setting. Second, it has built a strong connection between teacher and parents, and also parents and students than ever before. Then homeschooling requires parents to support the student learning, academical and economical. Students need support from their parents during this difficult time. Third, the internet has a score of positive information. If the learning process generally uses print books as the main learning resource in the online learning process, the internet is a source to information that can be used. The internet is not only used by students as a means of entertainment or playing social media, but is also used to get information about the lesson-based stuff, such as accessing digital books, learning video, and other. Even so we are proposing strongly agree with the vision that COVID-19 pandemic bring positive impact on teaching and learning.
Okay, thank you, all speakers. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of this session under the topic pandemic COVID-19 brings positive impacts. And thank you for your participation as Sman dan Sman Kristen Kapan. You may leave the stage. Thank you very much. Baik, siap-siap.